Do you think this stimulus will ever get off the ground? And if it does, will it do all the things the technocrats are hoping?
Well, first of all, if it does, I think it would be certainly helpful, because on the one hand you have the ECB injecting liquidity in the system, buying time, but on the other hand you need structural reforms and keep growth going or get growth going, and then of course some infrastructure work and everything could be very helpful. So indeed, if it were to get off the ground, I think it would be very useful. On the other hand, I think it's very right to mention, if you only put in a little bit of capital from the government and then all the rest you try to get from the private side, it will be very difficult to do. Of course, on the other hand, the private side is very cash rich, so if they can get convinced that it's safe and that it can be lucrative, basically it could work, but it will not be an easy thing to do.
Okay, so let's talk Europe's largest economy. We've got Germany's imports slumped to a 2-year low. Exports also fell. How concerned are you that it shows a slowdown in Europe's engine?
Well, indeed, on the export side, it's not an enormous surprise, because of two big partners. China is slowing, the rest of the Eurozone, which is a very big partner to Germany, is slowing. So the export side is not that big an issue, I guess. On the import side is something else, because indeed Germany should be the engine, and part of the grand bargain should be in a way that France in a way restructures, but on the other hand Germany consumes a bit more, and in that way helps the other ones in the Eurozone. And if you look at that figure, this is not happening now. It's only one figure, but it's once again quite telling. It could be a common surprise, but it could also be good news, because if you look again at the ECB, you saw last meeting that there is no unanimity on the further steps to take, and it's mostly of course Germany who is fighting against the QE. Of course, when the German economy is not that strong, they might be more inclined to play ball, so therefore that could be a blessing in disguise a little bit.
Okay, so yes, I mean, you know, Germany's certainly against that QE there, as you were saying. I mean, if we look at the ECB, there certainly seems to be something approaching a civil war among policymakers over QE. What do you think? Do you think Draghi can win?
Well, I think, yes, as a majority, as long as he does not want to go for unanimity, it could be done probably, but it's clear that last meeting he was buying time once again, because some in the market were already thinking there will be a QE announcement in December with some more specifications in January. That has not come, and of course the official view is in a way that they want to wait to see the impact of the other measures, but on the other hand it's clear that there is no consensus on this at the moment. But I think given the state of the European economy, and especially where inflation is, eventually the ECB will QE with or without consent of the Germans, I guess.